From time to time, there are moments that do change the trajectory of a company and the market the company is in, and also the business the company is in, because of the way they look at data and the way they look at insights. Today is such a day. So thanks for being here and thanks for watching. My name is Andreas König and I'm the CEO of ProGlove, and I'm really proud to present you some new innovation today. So when I joined about 14 months ago, the company actually came up with a clever idea and turned it into a smart product. And even though the product really turned the market upside down, the market of scanning, we still were a one product company. But we still had in mind that we want to deliver value to the companies and to the customers by giving ergonomic wearables that are super lightweight, that do what they do in a very fast way and help the customer to be quicker in their logistics and business. And now, 12 months ago, we started to develop came from one product, and started to develop a family that is now solving most of the customer needs that they have. At the same time, we couldn't stop there because we are very ambitious. So we really went from being a hardware company into delivering hardware and software to come up with a embedded hardware software solution that is really giving the customer more value to what we already delivered. And I'm pretty proud about what we have achieved there. At the same time, we stayed true to what we have in our philosophy, which is keeping the human in the center of what we are doing, which is really keeping us apart from all the competitors in the market. And at the same time, we also believe that the human factor in the digitization is not a maybe, it is a must. So let's take a look at the evolution of scanning, or actually when you talk about the evolution and include Mark and our product, I would call it the revolution of scanning. And as always, evolutions come in waves. And one market that I would like to use as a comparison is actually the market that I also know quite well, the market of computing. In the early days, it started off with the mainframe. Then the mainframe computing got decentralized, the PCs merged, and the web applications came, and really the mainframe disappeared. And then the last stage, which we are currently in, is the stage of smartphones, which means that data and computing is now in the palm of the hand of the user. The data gets to the user, and that's quite new to the market. If we apply the same analogy to the market of mobile scanning or scanning, we can see the same thing. In the very early days, the company started off actually with handheld scanner. As you can see, they have been quite bulky at the beginning, but they did what they needed to do. They digitized the process. The next thing that did happen in the market was people and the customers went to wearable scanning. And the first attempt to do wearable scanning was by introducing ring scanner, how they are called. They were still very bulky, until we came up with our Mark product. And that turned the market upside down. We really revolutionized that market. And the next wave that we are seeing coming up is actually where Mark, or the true wearable products, are getting combined with the cloud. So information will be shared forth and back between the wearables and the cloud, and the combination will bring new possibilities that we have not seen yet. So how does it work with our vision? What is our vision? Our vision has always been to create a smarter workforce. And how are we doing this? We're doing it by delivering smart products, smart wearables that are ergonomic, that are lightweight, that do what they do in a much faster way than the original products, to create what we call a hyper efficiency for the customer, that allow the human in the production to be more integrated with their digital surrounding, and at the end of the day to empower them in their day-to-day work. So the other thing we believe in is data. We believe that the human should receive the data and the human shouldn't go to the data. And this should also mean that the data is at the disposal of the worker at the front end at the same time as the decision maker should receive the data. That sounds pretty easy, but there is today a gap. So the question is, how do we go about this gap? And for us, the answer is really in the cloud. A couple of months we started to work on a concept that many of you already know, which is called the digital twin. But digital twin in the context of other company means it's linked to systems, to computers. But our approach is we have the human again in the center of what we are doing. And that's why we call the approach we are going after the human digital twin. What I'm really proud to present today is one of the innovations that we have come up with, which is called ProGlove Cloud. And it's our first attempt and our first version of the human digital twin. So what is ProGlove Cloud? Actually, ProGlove Cloud is not just a dashboard that you can see. ProGlove Cloud is a true bottom-up, leading-edge technology that we are delivering that can achieve multiple things. The first thing is really, it allows you to monitor and manage your ProGlove devices, which sounds simple, but it is not. Secondly, it helps you to display, to deliver to the front-end worker, but also to the back office contextual data. And last but not least, which we are really proud of, it gives you actionable insights to really improve your day-to-day work. In order to show you on how this works, we actually have a demo set up that I wanted to walk you through to give you a feeling of what we can achieve with the ProGlove Cloud. As you can see, here's the dashboard, and the dashboard allows you to really look at live data. And the live data here actually shows there are 5 stations, and you can click into the stations, what they are doing. You can look at what was the last click of the day. You can go through how many scans did each station, each mark have per day, and you can look at the scan rate pretty easily. And you can even look at each individual mark, look at the battery status, and see what's happening to the device. In this case, the blue line actually shows that the mark was put into the charger and was charged again. The thing that I believe is going to add a lot of value is the job analysis. In this case, you can actually go in and say, pick a day and say, let's look at the jobs that have been completed these days. You can actually see that station number 5 and 13 were not active that day. But at the same time, the others were pretty active. So we click on a day, let's say, let's look at the last 2.5 hours, then go and drill even further down, and you can see station 14 and station 6 had the same job, but 14 took longer. And what it gives you some insights and helps on figuring out why things go wrong, why one station is slower than the other, and it really helps you to improve your day-to-day work. And this is just the beginning, and going forward, we'll see much more coming from our side and from the human digital twin. But to be honest, I'm the CEO of the company, so I probably can't tell you anything about it, and you might or might not believe it. I think it's much better to listen to one of our customers. So I've got a video prepared from Poster XXL, who has used our product already for a couple of months. And let's hear what they can say.
Poster XXL steht für den Bereich Drucktechnik, Fotografie. Was der Kunde wünscht, produzieren wir. Im Laufe des gesamten Jahres fahren wir ungefähr 10, 12, 13.000 Pakete raus am Tag. In Peakzeiten, was das Weihnachtsgeschäft ist zum Beispiel, verdreifacht sich das Ganze. Da gehen wir auf 40.000, 45.000 Pakete. Vom Bestelleingang bis wir es rausschicken, wird alles dokumentiert, digitalisiert, dass wir jeden Ablauf optimal verfolgen können. Für die Mitarbeiter ist es wichtig, schnell, flexibel zu sein, auch an den Anlagen. Wir möchten praktisch Informationsfluss haben. Wir brauchen eine gewisse Übersicht, wo was sich befindet und auch Fehler zu erkennen, um diese Fehler abstellen zu können.
Mit Handschuhe ist einfach scannen, verpacken, weg.
Wir haben ProGlove und Cloud implementiert, da es relativ schnell anwendbar ist, schnell bearbeitbar ist und auch sicher ist. Wenn das gesamte System eingespeist wird, können wir über die Cloud dann sehen, in welchem Status wir uns gerade befinden. Wir lesen generell Daten aus, dass wir wissen, wo befindet sich welches Produkt momentan in welchem Status. Deswegen können wir auch genauestens sehen, welches ist momentan nicht up-to-date, welches ist vielleicht schon überfällig. Daten haben wir praktisch für die Akkulaufzeit, die ist sichtbar für uns, dann diese sogenannten Scan-Einheiten, wie wir sind durchgescannt worden, beziehungsweise auch die Zeitfaktoren. Wir können das ganze System übersehen oder komplett als Übersicht darstellen.
So, this is the link to join our early access program to get your ProGlove devices immediately into the cloud and experience the power of ProGlove Cloud. But this is not the only reason why I'm here today. There's one more thing that really excites me, and it's because we are still a hardware company and deliver the most important and best products in the market of scanning. And what I have here today, it looks like a mark. It has the same features as a mark. It's ergonomic, lightweight, still wearable, but it does have a display. So welcome to the world of Mark family, Mark Display. So, with Mark Display, you really have information at a glance, which means we included a very nice e-ink display on the full back of a Mark, which is a unique thing on the market and the world's first that you can see here. At the same time, it does and have a high contrast. It has a non-reflective display, which allows you to look at the information even at bad lighting conditions. And at the same time, everything you see here is fully configurable to your needs. And it does what it does also on the Mark family. It gives you feedback. It gives you feedback through lighting. It gives you feedback through vibration. And now in addition to this, it also gives you feedback on the display. And we call this guidance with all senses. And believe it or not, it also does scanning. And in order to show you how that works with the display, I've actually prepared a demo for you that I'm going to show you. So let's assume I have to pick something here, and here's something I have to pick. I look at the display and it tells me I need to pick parcel number 2. And here's parcel number 2. So I pick it, I scan it, and it tells me, oh, put it into shelf 76. So I say shelf 76, and it confirms everything is correct. The next thing it asks me is to pick parcel number 3, which is actually here. So I'm picking parcel number 3, and I scan it. Oh, something went wrong. It says, label unreadable, trigger twice to start photo features. And that's something I didn't tell you yet. With the advent of the software and the cloud that we have developed, actually we were able to come up with features that we couldn't do before. And that will set us apart also in the future. In this case, we are able to do photos with the same device. But just double-clicking, it starts the photo function. I can pick the parcel, I can take a picture, and a picture ends up in the cloud and on my smartphone. And then I can look at it and immediately forward it to whoever needs to have it in order to complete the process. This is the magic of cloud. This is the magic of our devices. And we are extremely proud of being able to develop what we are having. So for me, combining Mark Display and the cloud actually creates a new momentum and a new ecosystem that no one has done before. and it gives the customer a new value, a new way of doing and organizing his process. And this is going to revolutionize the market again. But me as a CEO, I can tell you pretty much everything, and maybe you trust me, but I think it's much better to have a customer of ours who has been using our product live already for a couple of months talk about their experience. So let's listen to Lufthansa Technik Logistics Services and what they have to say about our product.
At Lufthansa Technik Logistics Services, we are responsible for worldwide aircraft spare parts logistics. We have been working very successfully with ProGlove for 3 years now. We share the same vision. We put the employee at the center and want to realize mobile, paperless, and ergonomic processes through digital assistance systems. We have very large material and small material. We want to make it available very quickly and have processes of varying complexity behind it. Of course, we want to reduce this complexity by providing them with this information through a digital assistance system. The potential of the scanner with display is especially important in the processes where we have to react quickly and flexibly. This means that the employee receives the information and can react accordingly. We are here in the outgoing goods department, and a customer has ordered a spare part. I now scan outgoing warehouse so that we have a timestamp and then the package, so that we can track when the package is taken off the shelf and is on its way to the customer in Hangar 4. Our colleagues have received it really positively and have also used it with enthusiasm. That showed us that we are working in the right direction. In the past, it was a large scanner, simply massive. It was difficult to use. With ProGlove, it has a screen, so there's no need to wear glasses. You can scan by hand. You can see the number right away. I don't need to put it away. I can take the package and go directly to the car. In the future, we want to document our processes more easily. That means not only recording a barcode, not only recording a timestamp, but also taking a photo. And we can do that with smart wearables.
So again, if you want to know more about Mark Display, here's the link. You can sign up here and also ask for a demo. So today has not been only about products that we have announced. Actually, ProGlove Cloud and Mark Display are wonderful new examples of what we can do. But what's more important is it shows that we are delivering a future-proof foundation and a new ecosystem, and you can expect much more going forward from us. So thank you in the room for listening, and thank you for watching.